Born in the great nation of Georgia, here is the streaking Armenian lightweight contender, Arman Tsarukyan. And when this man has been given big opportunities by the promotion, he has absolutely busted the door down. A lot of people harken back to his fight against Islam Makhachev back in 2019. Prevailing wisdom is that that fight is going to materialize again, because since that point in time, Tsarukyan has been an absolute killer. And when he knocked out Beneil Dariush in December of 2023, he essentially made himself undeniable. He has been must-see television, all offense all the time. And again, not a lot of fellow lightweights are calling Sean Shelby and Mick Maynard asking for a fight with the Armenian Arman Tsarukyan. Still undefeated, here is Khamzat Chimaev making the walk tonight as a middleweight. A lot of people think eventually he's going to be a UFC champion, and he's got a big fight in front of him tonight.
I mean, this guy's a monster, you know, from his mindset to the way that he competes. Khamzat Chimaev is one of those guys that passes the eye test. The moment you laid eyes on him, you said, this kid has something special about him. He has great wrestling, he has great striking, he has great cardio. The guy has it all. And I'm so excited to once again watch him compete and sit here in his seat and call his fight.
The work ethic has never been an issue, perhaps the diet at times when it comes to getting down to 170 pounds, but this man is a problem and ready to impose his will here tonight. And now our tale of the tape for this welterweight championship fight. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC welterweight championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Arman Tsarukyan. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, ladies and gentlemen, presenting the reigning, defending UFC welterweight champion of the world, Khamzat Chimaev.
One of the best in the business, Herb Dean, is our referee tonight. All right, let us get to the early round action here, and a lot of people believe that Arman Tsarukyan eventually will be a UFC champion. Had a main event with Mateusz Gamrot, that did not go his way, but he's back on the horse, still believes that he will be a force to be reckoned with in this division, and as far as this matchup is concerned, doesn't really see a whole lot of holes in his opponent's game, so we'll see how he chooses to attack. Chimaev.
He's throwing bombs. Every time they come into contact, he is throwing bombs.
All right, strong knee gets home right up the gut, and the wrestler didn't necessarily see that coming. Perhaps a sign of things to come in this match.
That's very lucky that he didn't get it to the face, because most times when that guy starts to throw those knees up the middle, you can almost run into that knee and it will put you out. He has to be very aware now when he level changes and tries to get this fight to the floor.
Oh, knee strike right to the midsection. Well, his wrestling has been a great equalizer thus far in his UFC career, and gets the single leg takedown.
And you know that it's his shot. It's his shot of choice, a single leg takedown, and he's securing it, and he's doing it and scoring it over and over again.
We have crossed the midpoint here in our opening round.
Trying to recover full guard there.
Well, the ground and pound is there once again. Strong work here by Chimaev. Oh, solid kick right there. Takedown defense holds up. Now some separation. Nice jab. Huge shot finds the target there.
Great shot lands. Now he's got to go find that follow-up attempt. The kill shot is what they call it to go and end the fight. Nice takedown, yep.
Well, he's in a compromising spot here, DC. You got to figure out a way to get back to your feet. Tsarukyan is able to make a nice transition there back into side control. All right, north-south position here. We'll see if the crowd can be mature about this, DC.
Oh, nice. Oh, right into mount.
Let's go. Get him off you. Get him off.
Nice positional control here. Under 20 seconds now to go. Good work from the top here by Tsarukyan. Man, another one lands. He's trying to pound his opponent's head through the canvas. Round 2 straight ahead.
All right, take a seat, brother. All right, listen. I need you to be more active this round. You cannot wait and try to counter everything. He's getting to you first. I need you to get that head movement going.
All right, so we now look back at some of the action from that previous round, DC. A lot of good highlights on both sides.
I mean, a lot of good highlights from both competitors. They both should be very proud of what they accomplished. But I'm telling you, man, I'm not sure they can keep this up. If they land at this clip for another 5 minutes, somebody's going to sleep.
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, round 2. All right, so here we go with our next round. DC, you are known for having one of the higher fight IQs in the game, and I would put him on that list after what we saw in terms of the body work there in the previous round.
He did a fantastic job of mixing up his targets. Not head, going to the body.
Oh, how about the judo toss there? It's not as easy as it looks, I can assure you. Side control now. Lands the ground and pound strike. And there it is, another strike. Gets through on the ground. Continuing to stay busy here on the ground.
Take a deep breath.
Now drops inside that closed guard, DC.
Full guard. Let's see how patient he is as he attacks a submission or big ground and pound.
Well, the ground and pound has been on point tonight. Good work here by Tsarukyan.
Another strike gets through from the top position.
I need you to scramble. Scramble.
He passed the half guard. Now he's going full mount.
Really doing a nice job getting these shots home on the ground.
Hard scramble. Hard scramble.
Now he's got a good body position. Yup. Another one. I mean, he cannot miss from the top position.
All right, DC, half guard position here. You've done a lot of good work in this spot of your career.
Oh, man, I love this position. And you see this fighter today loves it, too. It is the most secure position in fighting. You get an underhook on one side, you keep a half guard on the other, and then you just go to work. It's the safest position, especially for a wrestler.
High-level stuff here with the ground and pound by Tsarukyan. All right, so there it is again. He's been very efficient with his ground and pound striking game tonight.
And now they're starting to pile. He's starting to pile them together. Punch after punch is starting to land from the top position.
This is some exhausting work, man.
I mean, it is so tiring to be fighting in this way. So much wrestling, so much grappling, expending all this energy trying to hold the guy down. I mean, no takedown is not fought. No reversal is not fought. Everything they're doing is fought to the very last minute before it gets given up.
15 seconds remain in the round. And sounds on round 2.
Okay, relax. Breathe for me. Let's refocus. You good? You with me? Okay, listen. I need you to stay off your back this round. I need you to...
All right, there's the horn, and what a round it was. DC, take us through the replays.
Punch after punch. He landed him at will. He went right at his opponent, got in his face, and showed, this is my octagon. We are going to dance to the beat of my tune.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Here we go, third round of this championship fight. Oh, he's hurt. Oh, big left hook there. And the takedown attempt, but he does not land it. Back to the overhand right, not there. Stuffs that takedown attempt without issue. Now he gets a more dominant position with the underhook.
He is going to start to drive these over and over. You got to be careful here. You got to move.
Oh, lands with the ground and pound strike.
He's very accurate in the ground and pound, and it's showing because he's landing so consistently.
A series of punches from the top here by Tsarukyan.
Gotta be careful here.
All right, good movement by him here on the ground. He really is a master of these transitions.
He is a master of movement on the ground. You never know where he's gonna be.
Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by Tsarukyan. Again, not much defense there. Another ground strike gets through. Oh, and he escapes up to his feet. Very nice. Well, this is exactly the sense of urgency you're looking for. Try to take the judges out of it. He is lighting them up now. Man, these guys have some chins on them. Huge shots being landed on both sides.
Oh, big elbow.
Oh, how good was that judo toss?
Great job finding his shots from the top position.
Man, how fun is this to watch as he continues to dole out damage with the ground and pound?
Take it back to the days of guys like Mark Coleman, just beating people up in the ground and pound. This guy is a throwback fighter, and he's very fun to watch.
Yeah, the Godfather would be proud.
He's got to be careful here. In the half guard.
Chimaev getting absolutely worked here from the top. These are some very effective ground and pound strikes. Grounded him and pounded him. Nice job. Another ground and pound strike lands. All right, so that opened up a cut around his eye area.
He hasn't moved his head well. He was taking shots too clean, and now a cut has opened up.
Well, he's staying pretty effective here, fighting off of his back. Nice strike landed there by the bottom by Khamzat Chimaev. All right, so the round is over. You see, obviously, the fighter has a cut on his cheek sustained in that round, but better to be below the eye than above it. The cut man is in there trying to close it up. All right, let us now look back at some of the highlights from that round, and there just aren't that many guys on this roster that can keep up this offensive wrestling pace over 15 or 25 minutes.
But he's one of those guys. He is one of those guys that's able to continuously take you down even if you get up over and over. He has this ability to maintain that pace and pressure that he can wear his opponents down. That's why you see him get so many finishes as the fights progress.
Ready.
Fourth round, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. All right, here we go. The tension is palpable. Fourth round is underway. You've got a thing or two to say about these championship rounds.
The fourth round is easily the hardest round in fighting.
All right, hip toss, and he is able to take him down. Beautiful execution there.
Great job knowing exactly what he wanted. Moving the position left and stepping in with that right leg to load his opponent and flipping through. Great move. We love the big moves. They're very exciting.
Well, working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by Chimaev. Man, he's killing it on the ground. Another strike gets through. Oh, trying to pass here, but Dikembe Mutombo style, he gets denied.
Block! Great job blocking that pass by the bottom fighter.
Chimaev's back in half guard. Really maximizing his shots here on the ground.
Full side control now.
And busy as he looks to improve position here.
He's trying to get to a half guard at least. At minimum, try to go to half guard.
Oh, crowd just loving it as the fighters, after an extended grappling battle, make their way back to the feet.
Yeah, they're back on their feet. They spend a lot of energy on the ground, though. These guys are going back and forth on the ground, and ultimately, he's gotten back to his feet to give himself an opportunity. Beautiful shot lands to the leg. Oh!
And there it is!
Oh, my goodness!
Yeah, that right there is a high-level knockout, ladies and gentlemen. Crowd absolutely loving it. Just a perfect shot to end the fight. Landed flush. I'm not even sure his opponent saw it coming. So a huge, huge win for that young fighter here tonight. Let's get it to Bruce Buffer now. He has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 40 seconds of round number 4. Declaring the winner by knockout and new undisputed UFC welterweight champion of the world,